interview with me, Mikey Formby. I'm joined by a marketer that I have a lot of respect for and is actually a very, very good friend of mine. He actually helped me kickstart me and get me to the places I needed to be in my business. Massive driving force behind that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have Mr. Craig Crawford. Hello.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Hey, Mikey.
You all right, Craig?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, fella. So, I hear you're going to be a father. So, first off, congratulations.
I know. Thank you. Thank you.
When is it? When are you expecting?
20th of December. So it's going to be a Christmas baby.
I've got a daughter, my youngest daughter. She was born on New Year's Eve.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. Cool, man. So I'm going to ask you some stupid questions, and then, of course, we'll move in and it'll get more serious, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
do this.
Let's do it. What would be, seeing you're an expectant father, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What would be the absolute worst name you could give a child?
Oh, the worst name you could give a child?
Your child specifically. What would be the worst name?
Well, if it's a boy, it'd have to be Michael, obviously.
Oh, yeah, great. That's the best name ever.
I'm joking. No, I don't know. Oh, there's so many. Like, I was talking to someone and they've called their child Rebel. So I'd go with Rebel, probably. I don't think Rebel's a good name for anyone. Or, like, the Beckhams, if they got an animal, a child called Apple, something like that. I think Apple would be a bad name for a girl.
I don't know if they've got one called Apple. I don't know. They've had that many, haven't they? Prince is one of them. Prince. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure there's someone famous who's got a child called Apple. Like, no offense to anyone who has a child called Apple watching this, by the way.
Pears
or Rebel.
Apples, no. In one sentence, how would you sum up the internet?
In one sentence, I would say the internet is probably the most perfect place to be a conduit for information and learning.
That was an interesting description. Okay, so let's get a bit more serious. What's one of the biggest mistakes you've ever made?
One of the biggest mistakes that I've ever made. Oh, well, here's a big one. One time I sold a graphics product, and on a one-time offer, so a special offer, I offered people a $1 trial to obtain it for 7 days before they were rebuild if they liked it. Yeah. I think something like, if I remember, it's like 1,400 people took me up on the offer on the $1 trial on an exit, because I'd had it set up so there's an exit pop-up. And then obviously it was also as a downsell. Something ridiculous, like 1,400 people took me up on the offer, and whoever went in there, whether it was me or someone else, kept it at $1 forever. So at the end of every single month, I had over 1,000 notifications of $1 being sent to me via PayPal instead of $10.
But that's good. That shows ethics, that you kept it and never said, "Hey guys, look, I messed up." That you just honoured it and left it running. You know, that shows your character, which is good.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely. It was just one of those things that I kind of, probably one of my biggest mistakes in IM. Obviously, it was just an oversight, and I don't even know how.
Build once, check 3 times.
Oh well, I did. That was the worst thing, but oh well.
You can never get it right though. Doesn't matter how much testing you do, you always miss something.
Oh, definitely. And even when it comes down to launches, I could be well prepared like a year in advance, but somehow it comes up to the very last day till I've got everything ready, and I don't even know how.
I think that's just us in general. We only work well under pressure and tight deadlines.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
Very true.
So when did you actually get started in internet marketing?
Well, 3.5 years ago, roughly, for my own business. But before that, I used to work with my best friend, Dean Holland, as quite a few of you guys will know, and you know yourself, Mikey. Yeah. So that was probably 7.5 years ago.
Wow, 7.5 years.
So, yeah. So working for someone else started about 7.5 years ago, and then 3.5 years my own business, doing software and things.
I think when we first met, actually, you were working for Dino at the time.
Yeah, I think it was an event in Manchester, at the Days Inn Hotel, if I remember.
That was it. And then since then, we've had many a night out.
Oh, many.
Sitting on a bicycle with a carriage, getting the guy to mush in the middle of London at 5 a.m. That was just epic one.
That was a good laugh, wasn't it?
It was. Okay, so you're working on artificial intelligence, and you've got a new product called AWIS that you've actually applied for a patent for. What exactly is it?
The name is AWIS, so it's AIWIS, Artificial Intelligence Website Interactive System. So I took so long trying to think of a name. I called it Cookie Monster, but then I thought that was a bit rubbish. all these different names, and then AWIS came out of nowhere. And then when I was speaking to my girlfriend and things, the more I spoke about the name AWIS, the more it kind of grew on her and grew on other people. So actually, people like the name AWIS. It's like I've invented a name, which is quite cool as well.
It
So yeah,
sounds a
AWIS.
bit futury, doesn't it? Techie, alien-like.
Well, that's what we're aiming for here. We're hoping to kind of change the way that marketing works, especially over time. It was kind of like our baby that we're nurturing, and eventually we're going to be having like behavioral marketing. So we pick up on exactly what people are doing. We already do that, but it's limited because obviously we need to move forwards and learn and grow. But yeah, for now, every action that happens with AWIS, it changes per visit and things, and it also learns people's names, people's location, the time. We're adding other short codes in and things, so it's growing and growing. So AWIS, the more it learns, the more we can nurture it, and then over time, like I say, it'll be more intuitive and stuff. It's really cool stuff.
So what is it actually for? Who is this for?
It's for literally anyone with a website, whether it's offline marketing or online marketing, whether you're a web designer, whether you offer a service in general or a product, you name it. If you want to convey a marketing message, which is more bespoke, a bit more personalized, then it's perfect for you if you own any kind of business with a website. And it goes on any website as long as it accepts code. So it's literally really versatile.
So, and basically it's like a little robot in the corner. It speaks 26
pretty much
different languages, I believe.
Yeah, and over 40-something different accents. And we modeled it based on the Domino's Pizza Order Tracker app, which I know you've had Domino's before, and so have I. I spoke to the owner. Yeah, I spoke to the owner of the Domino's, the guy who actually made it.
Yeah.
So I spoke to him and I said, hey, look what we've got cooking. And then I said I've kind of modeled it on what he's previously created. We all know that Domino's pizza, they put thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands, if not millions, into marketing and stuff. So we know that kind of stuff works, which is really cool.
So basically, when someone jumps on a website as a visitor and someone's got AWIS on the website, what does it actually do on the page? Just for those watching.
Yeah, so it can welcome people, it can sell, it can tell them, like I say, the time, the location, it can offer something, it can capture leads. So I'll give you an example. I've gave this example before. Say I've got a website that's on puppy training, for example, and I give away a free report, and AWIS can obviously offer that for them by voice in whichever language I choose. And it's obviously, it's got with it, it's got like a text box, so people can read it as well. They can read the message and they can listen to the message, because obviously not everyone will have their speakers on, and some people will be deaf and things like that. So it caters obviously for both sides of things. So imagine that I've got, like I say, I'm giving away a free product, just an ebook. They have to opt in to get it. We send them to the next page where it's like a thank you page or anything. So say you entered your name and email address. It could be like, hey Mikey, thank you for opting into the list and getting your free report of puppy training. Then one day you go into, or that very day, you go into the ebook, you come across a link to find out more information or to buy something. So then say you want the upgrade to the free ebook. It's a membership or anything like that. It could say, hey Mikey, welcome back. Hope you're having a lovely day in Liverpool, or we can even go to your town. So into your town. And then it can say the time is currently, so say it's 4:30 just now. The time is 4:30. You have 30 minutes to use this coupon before it expires. And then you can have a countdown timer on a sales button. And then obviously you can work from there. So you're adding scarcity. You've already got their email address, and you've given them the wow factor. You've given them a personal message. So that's just one example that you can use it for.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask you one final question before we go. Obviously, I'm going to put a link for people to check out AWIS. It's an incredible product, but I've got a very serious question for you for the final question. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
If you could give one solid piece of advice to everyone watching now, what would it be? Something that you live by, a mantra, a motivation, something that motivates you, something that, you know.
Well, for me personally, persistency and consistency prevails, and that means you have to be persistently consistent. So no matter what it is in life, literally anything, you keep pushing yourself and persevering and being the best that you can at that. Because if you don't give up and if you keep trying and being persistent, you can't fail. You really can't.
That's pretty powerful. I just want to say thanks very much for jumping on with us, Craig.
Always, brother.
As always, it's great catching up with you. Okay, mate, with that said, take care. Thanks very much.
Take care, brother. Bye, everyone.
Mate.
Bye. Bye.